And what is going on today? Well, I tell you, we got racism, we got hatred, we got violence. I mean, if you look at our government's history, at the history of this nation, you'll find out we've had wars against people whose skin was different than us. We've had wars against fascism. We've had wars against countries because we want their resources. Oh, wait a minute, we don't do that. Well, I hate to tell you, bullshit. Look at Vietnam. We went there to get their rubber from the rubber plant. We went to Korea to get the opium from the poppy seeds. And even down to the Gulf War and the war against terrorism. That was over oil, if you don't know. But I mean, we don't do things like that. We're the peacekeepers of the world. Yeah. I mean, I'm a veteran, I'm a soldier, and a Marine. I don't believe in conspiracy theories, I believe in facts. And that's a fact, Jack. Oh, I just stole somebody's thing. Oh, sorry, Cy. That was yours. Please forgive me. Anyways. Back to the root of the problem. If we take away the Confederate flag, the Confederate statues, and anything that has to do with the Civil War, take it all away. Well, that's supposed to cure the problem, right? But we have this infectious disease. A disease that basically states that if someone's different than us, someone has something that I want, something that, I mean, skin color, eye color, hair color, you name it. Or someone has things that I don't have. We get so jealous, so into ourselves, that we act stupid. Look at the riots. It's supposed to have been a peaceful rally, peaceful protest, and end up being riots. Okay. So we take away all this evil. But yet you're promoting other evils. Think about this for a moment. Nickelodeon is promoting the LGBTVTG movement. Oh no, they're not. You're not watching the TV then, are you? They're promoting the rainbow flag. Everybody in this nation knows what the rainbow flag really stands for. The LGBTV movement. Or, like we used to call it, and I'm sure I'm going to get banned for saying it, the gay pride flag. We took something that God gave us as a symbol that He would never flood this world again. The rainbow. Turned it into a flag to represent the homosexuals in this nation. But yet you want to take away a Southern heritage flag. You want to promote stuff like Black Lives Matter. Well, I hate to tell you this. All lives matter. As I keep saying, all lives matter. We all are pink inside. We all bleed red. That's no difference there. The only difference is either our skin color, eye color, hair color, and the way we look. So, if you take away everything that results into racism, we're still going to find something to hate somebody for. I mean, what do you think Dr. Seuss created a book about the star-belly sneeze? Think about that. It got so out of control because they started, somebody came up with the idea of either taking away the star or giving everybody a star. That everybody wanted to be different, so he flip-flopped, added more stars, whatever. Think about that in our everyday world. We have people who wants to be a certain color, but they're not. We have people who want to be female or male, then they're not. And they'll do anything to do it. But when it all comes down to the reality of the fact, you were born a certain color, a certain gender, and there's no way you can take that away. I mean, for a male to become female, they have to take all these hormones to be a female. If they don't take them, they start growing things like facial hair. I mean, come on, man. Females have to take hormones to be men if they want to be a man. They stop taking it. Oh my God! Now you're a female with hair on your face. Damn. Think about all this. I'm not dissing anybody for what they want to do. You got whites acting to be blacks. And you got blacks who are civilized. And I respect them. But the blacks who act stupid and ignorant, like the ones doing these riots, well, these are the ones who's always going to have racism. These are the ones who's always going to fight because they have nothing else to do. Those of us who have a job and are at work making honest paying money instead of being on welfare and selling drugs and shooting up our own type. Come on. When's the last time you heard a white man shooting a white man? Maybe because he was sleeping with the other dude's wife. That's, to me that's understandable, but the law says it's against the law. Okay. But when do you hear these things? I've heard of a Mexican up north killing a white guy. There wasn't a riot or rally or protest over that. I've heard of a black guy where I live at in Hickman County beat the hell out of a white woman. Cop now. Black cop. Beat the hell out of a white woman. No riot, rally, protest over that. But oh my God, let a white cop beat up a black guy like Rodney King, or kill a black guy like this George Adams, I think is his name. Don't quote me on that. And oh my God, we gotta have protests, rallies, and riots. Martin Luther King Jr. had a peaceful protest, marched 1 million miles across the nation. Didn't cause any riots during that protest. But if you do your history research, the riots spawned out after the fact. As I was telling some people, telling my wife and my daughter today, Google sides with whatever's going on. I've noticed this. When we have things of this nature of racism, Google will change everything to fit towards this racist war. Tells me it's a Democrat website. when we're at peace, you can look up the true nature of what happened during the Civil War. This was a war between the states. The South would pick cotton, sell their produce, their cotton, anything that they made down here in the South, anything that we harvest here in the South to the North. The North would then package it, turn it into clothing, whatever they did, and sell it back to the South at higher prices. You sit there and say, well, it was over slavery. Well, let me tell you something. The Declaration of Independence and the Constitution was created by white men who actually had slaves at the time, who talked about equality at the time. It wasn't until 1960 during the Civil Rights Movement that blacks got their rights. So does that tell you something? You want to sit there and say the Civil War was about racism, it was about slavery. Well, I hate to tell you this. You need to go all the way back to the Revolutionary War then and say it was about that too then. No, it was over a 2-cent tats on tea, James. What are you talking about? We had slaves then. And I can't say we. They had slaves then. But you want to make this about you, about being oppressed, about being overwhelmed and your people being hated against. Well, let me tell you something. You're going to say I'm a white Southern racist. That's racist too, you dumb fuck. So while you're sitting there promoting all this racism shit, and you're labeling the white man racist, how racist is that stupid ass statement? But yet, during all this, the government is promoting to release the LGBTG flag on children's networks, promoting that it's okay to be a homosexual to your children. Even down to the fact that the White House is having the lights light up at night the gay pride flag. Are we that ignorant, that damn dumb to see what the government's trying to pull again behind our backs while all this shit's going on? Oh, but this don't affect you, does it? No, but it's gonna affect our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. And I myself, for one, ain't gonna stand for it. You wanna say the Confederate flag's racist? Look at everything the American flag is supporting and tell me it's not racist. Y'all need to get y'all damn fucking act together. Get your facts straight, Jack. Because what's going to end up happening, if you ain't seen it already before your eyes, let me predict a little bit of the future for you. We're going to end up in another civil war. And the government's going to be behind it. That's all that is going on. They have been promoting hatred since the 1980s, since I've been around. From what I understand from all the older folks, it's been going on since they've been around. Eventually, somebody's going to grab a hold of it and go, hey, let's start killing everybody. Just because they're a different color, because they act different than me, because of any other reason that you come up with in your freaking dumbass mind. Instead of standing up for our rights as American people, standing up for humanity against all this hatred. But hey, you're Americans. You love this.